Messages from everywhere. Messages from everywhere light up our backyard. A bird that flew 5,000 miles is trilling 6 bright notes. This bird flew over mountains and valleys and tiny dolls and pencils of children I will never see. Because this bird is singing to me, I belong to the wide wind, the people far away who share the air and the clouds. Together we are looking up into all we do not own, and we are listening. This is a poem by Naomi Shihab Nye, and I wanted to share that because to me there's something in this poem that echoes with this different way of knowing, this other way of knowing that I want to share with you in the upcoming workshop of the same title, Other Ways of Knowing, on the 10th of December. It's actually a series, so this is the first in a series, and each workshop will have a different process, a different journey to explore another way of knowing. So what is this about? You probably know that when you just think through things again and again, as we so often do, you don't really arrive at very many new conclusions. We end up visiting the same territory over and over again in our minds with our thoughts. So this is about bringing in a different way of knowing, a way of knowing that integrates other aspects of our own intelligence and other aspects of the wisdom that lives in the world around us. You could say the conversation between the life that lives inside of our own being and the life that is present and speaks to us from the world. So we use some somatic practices, some ways of knowing through the body and through our system. We use our imagination, our embodied imagination, less as a flight of fancy and more as a imagining what other possibilities there are from the obvious ones that we are so accustomed to and that we think about so much. It's almost like we're putting on a different pair of glasses to look at life, to look at our questions, to look at ourselves. So that might lead us to a different way of understanding what's happening, or a different way of answering the questions that we have, or perhaps just to better questions about what's going on. And I love the way that Naomi Shihab Nye in this poem weaves together this kind of other way of knowing as not something just lives in ourselves, but that lives somehow in the space between who we are and what we feel and experience, and is touched by these birds that have traveled over the mountains, these birds that have seen the children playing far below, the air that's been breathed by other people, and how this other way of knowing also ties us to a bigger mystery, the mystery of life, you might say, the intelligence of life that is much vaster than our own tiny brain, our own little life, but that connects us to this web of knowing. So if that sounds intriguing to you, then I hope you will join us for this exploration. Whether you've got big questions or you've got small questions, or you are unsure about something at the moment, or you're just feeling a bit stuck on an area of your life, whatever is present for you, you're welcome to bring that and explore that through the lens of these processes and see where it takes you. And I always find that doing this together in connection with other people adds some potency to the process, because not only are we holding the space for ourselves, we're also connected to the space with other people, with community, with circle. And the beauty is that you also get to hear a little bit about what other people take from the process, from the inquiries that they're in, and through that to also glean new insights and new perspectives. If you're interested, then all the info is in the link below. First workshop, as I said, on the 10th of December, online on Zoom, and I'd love to have you there.